Hakai!
Hakai. No, nigga, he's not affected by that shit no more, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Like, if this nigga was to even get affected by that, I would be like, come on, man. I really think they need to go ahead and stop trying to Hakai this nigga, bro. Like, it's a waste of time. I forgot how insane this little nigga is. This nigga just want to see a spectacle. He a 5-year-old who just want to see crazy shit. Like, I really forgot how insane that nigga is. And now it's dawning on me. He probably sitting there the whole time. Cool. Wow. Oh my god, Vegito! Ultra Vegito kills Arak, Iwan, and Xicor.
So our story continues with the god killer Vegito left all alone in the aftermath of his explosion of power, in the middle now of a wasteland of destruction, absolutely covered in a raucous of black lightning, having just now, of course, absorbed the first of the 5 strongest. And for a moment, Vegito looks down in deep thought in a moment of silence, completely unaware that all around him, the rest of the Z fighters that were once around him, including the Supreme Kai, are still nowhere to be seen. Before he then lets out, once more I escaped the grips of death. That was close. It almost doesn't seem real that I made it out in one piece. Guts. So this is the kind of power the Grand Priest will have. The solemn and reflective mood, though, doesn't last long.
I think it's kind of beyond that, because Guts died.
But all that matters in the end is
that
I am
honest.
The ultimate avenger remains, and so too does the death sentence of the gods. But my, this energy you gave me, Guts, it's so pure, so perfect. I used to think the power of the angels was the strongest I could ever get, the key to defeating Zeno. But how wrong I was. This power is on a whole new level.
I don't even really see how it's on a whole new level, considering that Ultra Vegeta literally has like a bottomless pit of power. Like, I can't remember who said it, but they was like, bruh, somebody even said like his power is endless, you know? So it's like, is it really that great? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. And he the weakest of them. You feel me? Like, he the weakest.
But once he looks down to his right arm, though, he remembers that he is still holding on to the mysteriously powerful sword of the first of the 5. And staring at it, he comments, and this, I almost forgot your energy was the only gift you left me, Guts. A blade. So sharp, it could cut through not only me, but one of the 5 strongest in the multiverse, as if he were butter. You did mention that even Zeno feared this blade, didn't you?
Yeah. No!
As if playing with a new toy, tossing it into the sky with ease, sending it spinning rapidly in the air, cutting through the atmosphere like a helicopter's rotors. Before inevitably falling down and perfectly being caught in the palm of the god killer's hand. Now looking to the giant sword in his possession with his side eye, Vegito continues, and the reason for that is why? A demon emperor locked inside, did he say? Exactly what even is that? And why was he so fearful of whatever that was? The only demon I ever knew was Dabura. He was a demon king, wasn't he? And he didn't exactly last too long with me. Yeah, even Gohan as a kid could have dealt with him. That swordsman must have just been losing his mind. He did say he'd lived for even longer than the gods.
Wait, time out. Dabura is in the sword? Oh my god, nah, come on, bro. Nah, he not in there. Stop it.
But despite reassuring himself, Vegito would then hold out the blade further, looking it up and down before letting out. But losing his mind or not, I must see this emperor for myself.
It can't be Dabura.
Call me cocky, but right now, I need something to test this new power on. I feel unbeatable, and I'm practically itching to unleash it in a meaningful way. But just how do I even get this damn demon out? Eventually, though, that thought comes to Vegito, as he adds,
or maybe they're just saying it's a demon.
It has to be the same kind of deal as what happened with the Elder Kai. If I remember correctly, the Supreme Kai summoned Kachin, the hardest known metal in the universe, and one swing of the Z-Sword was all it took to snap in half and free him. With an angel staff in my possession, I'm sure I can pull off the same. Staff, come to me! And just like that, Vegito summons back the angel staff that was once formerly owned by Whis. And with an authoritative tap on the ground, Vegito would then strike the bottom of his staff onto the ground below, creating a soothing bell tone through the air until, just like that, a large solid block of Kachin, the toughest and strongest metal known in the multiverse, is then summoned in the sky before the God Killer. And slowly, as Vegito makes his angel staff now disappear after completing its task, the intimidatingly large cube of Kachin ebbs closer and closer towards Vegito. Come! Before with a commanding tone, Vegito smirking, confidently then summons the metal object with his hand to move to him properly, as he says under his breath, let us see what the Blade of Destruction is truly made of.
But they gotta go all out though, it can't just be no regular slash,
rushes towards the God Killer with insane speed, looking like a complete blur before him until... Vegito in quick response then holds tight to the sword handle with all his might and swings the blade backwards like a baseball bat, ready to attempt to slice the Kachin in half fruitlessly and thus break the sword in half as expected. Time to get you out of there, demon! As Vegito then braces himself in perfect stance, his Godslayer blade now within touching distance to the still unstoppable Kachin until... unbelievably, the once-more unbreakable block of Kachin is sliced clean in half. And instantly after that, the two sides of the block erase, also under the power of Hakai.
Holy shit.
You're kidding me! This thing can do what the Z-Sword couldn't! Leaving Vegito stunned into near silence as his whole reality...
Did the sword use
how
Hakai?
strong this blade was then comes into complete question. The remnants of the Kachin block disappearing right before his black eyes.
Nah, somebody else trapped
And in
in
the
this.
aftermath, Vegito just stands in silence.
Nah, bro,
Looking
what the
down
fuck
at
is
what's
trapped
now
in that
split air,
sword, bro?
Staring down at the drooping blade, which hasn't got a dent on it. As he
Dripping?
says, "This blade, what is it? Not even Kachin can stop it. Maybe I was too optimistic, but how could the Supreme Kai and Kobito have had so much faith in the Z-Sword but not know of whatever this is? Well, I
That's
guess
why
it
you
matters
can't trust
not
them
now."
two. They trash, bro.
Before
Both of them
Vegito
niggas
then begins
idiots.
smiling once more, changing his tune as he then holds the blade forward before him, with one hand firmly gripped on either side as he looks on at it and continues. After all, if striking the strongest metal in the multiverse can't break this thing, then all we have to do is let the strongest mortal in the multiverse try his hand instead.
That's what I was gonna say.
With that said, Vegito then tightens his grips even further and begins powering
If he
up his
can't
near
break this
endless
sword,
energy,
that's insane.
surrounding himself in a sparkling black
Like, I'm not
lightning
even
as the
joking.
ground and rocks around him begin to rumble and levitate slowly into the air.
Cause if he win, if he actually releases something from this god doggone sword, and then like he actually gets into a fight with it and win, or will it? Never mind.
And soon, as the weight of the power increases even further, even his feet begin to break the very ground of the planet below, shattering it into many pieces. But with the increase in power, Vegito soon realizes that despite it, the sword remains steadfast, not bending in the slightest as he thinks. Odd, I can't even feel this thing tremble. Surely power like this should have done something by now. Enough of this! You will bend to my will, sword!
Nigga face, bro.
He then causes Vegito in a burst of rage and frustration to unleash what seems like his full power, as his eyes and mouth all burst wide open. And from afar, this is especially apparent when Vegito's burst of energy was like a roaring fire in the furnace, blasting into the sky itself, dismantling what's left of the surrounding areas.
Jesus Christ, bro, relax.
And eventually, this culminates in a truly mass explosion, as Vegito's uncontainable power bursts out even further. Of course, nothing but thick smoke is seen once the energy dissipates, and there is a calming silence. But once the smoke too is all gone, what is left behind is a giant crater where Vegito's energy had eaten away at the surface of the planet. In the middle of it all, though, is what seems like a partially exhausted Vegito, still staring at the unmoved blade in complete disbelief, muttering out, "This is unbelievable! This thing just withstood near enough my full power!
Can't use all
Gone a
his
little
full
further,
power.
would have been no use!
Should've gone
This
further.
sword, it's not moving
beyond.
even at the molecular level! Before immediately without warning, like guts before him, he then slams the sword into the ground, resting on it with his body weight as he catches his breath once more. But looking down at the sweat, revealing just how hard the God Killer was indeed trying in his attempt to break it, Vegito finally lets out,
I don't know,
"Something
Vegito.
so thin and light, just how could it be this strong? Are all weapons of the gods like this? Or could it be that just whatever's inside this is even stronger than me?"
No.
But trying to bat away such a thought,
See, if it's inside there and it's stronger than you and you win the fight, that's some bullshit, bro. That's some bullshit. That means you should have been able to break the sword. That's what I was gonna say earlier, but I didn't think it made sense. It's the price still don't make sense. But still, like, nigga, you not about to get away with just saying this, bro.
Vegito then grunts out, "Don't be ridiculous. Holy magical warriors with their holy magical swords. Probably some kind of weird seal preventing it from being broken.
Yeah.
That's all. And that's
Yeah.
all there is to it." Before Vegito then begins lifting his left hand and
Let's
continuing,
think outside the
"Besides, whatever this blade is, it's mine now. The stronger it is, the more useful it will be against those two." Before eventually raising his arm right into the sky and immediately creating a time.
What if we just like melted it down though?
But
Like
just
you
as
can't
fast,
do that.
Vegito
Like
moves his
melt
arm
it down.
again and opens a second portal right in front. "I'll make use of you one day," before quickly tossing the blade into the unknown timeline. And with that said, Vegito would then approach quickly the final time portal in front of him, saying as he steps foot, "Now, it's finally time to get back to dismantling the gods. Or at least what's left of them." Before eventually disappearing just as swiftly as the blade of destruction before him. But soon the scene shifts to a strange but familiar toddler-like creature holding a tablet that is indeed
Zeno.
watching Vegito's every move. And when the scene zooms out, it is of course an awestruck Zeno.
You know what? I just thought about something just by seeing this nigga face. This nigga is probably so fucking interested in the timeline that is being made by Ultra Vegito, and that's why he hasn't killed this nigga. Cause this nigga, all he wanna see is how interesting this shit could be. This nigga just want to see a spectacle. You know what I'm saying? Like, he a 5-year-old who just want to see crazy shit. I forgot how insane this little nigga is. Because in Dragon Ball Super, this nigga was just that crazy too. Like, I really forgot how insane that nigga is. And now it's dawning on me. Now that I see that this nigga face. And how he probably sitting there the whole time. Cool. Wow. Oh my God, Vegito! This nigga is watching his angels die, his gods die. Don't even gotta care the world. Don't care. Don't give a fuck, bro. That nigga just happy. This little nigga is crazy, bro. Grand Priest is sitting there stressing. This nigga seeing his kids die in front of him. He like, bro, I can't believe I work for this fucking 5-year-old demon, nigga.
With his carefully watching royal guard in the background, with a youthful yell, the Omni King says, "Wow, Son Goku has gotten really strong now, hasn't he?
No,
he even beat that cool sword guy. He used to be so much fun to watch."
Nigga don't even know Guts' name. He even beat that cool sword guy. This nigga don't even know your name, gang. Like, and you riding for this nigga. You just died for this nigga. He don't even know your name, bro.
And now Son Goku has his power too. Doesn't that make him nearly as strong as you now, Dai?
I thought he was gonna say damn.
Soon revealing that this Dai character was actually referring to the Daishinkan himself. As the Grand Priest reacts, "Stronger than me?" Under his breath, the Daishinkan would then bow his head. And with a visibly triggered face would whisper,
Zeno setting the Daishinkan up for, like, failure, bro. Like, that nigga, he really setting you up for failure, gang. Like, for real. If you think about it. Like, this nigga really want to see y'all fight, bro. I had a friend like this once, you know what I'm saying? That nigga Zeno is a top tier instigator. I'm not gonna lie. That nigga instigating the shit out of this storyline. This is crazy, bro.
Don't be ridiculous. No, Zeno-sama, he isn't quite on my level yet. You know firsthand that nobody's power entertains you more than mine.
Wow.
Isn't that right, my lord?
This is all for
I'm afraid
entertainment.
that Saiyan has a long way to go still. Even if he somehow managed to deal with
Zeno probably just gonna wish everybody
back,
back, though.
With an instant smile, Zeno would say back, you're right, Dai. I've never had more fun than when I watch you fight. You're the coolest ever. But Son Goku is pretty fun to watch too.
See?
You really send the rest of the 5 strongest to fight him. Just like you did with Guts. Before suddenly Zeno's tone and mannerisms change instantly, creating a dark atmosphere, and Zeno then says coldly, looking at the Grand Priest without blinking, "If you ever try to ruin my fun behind my back again, you will be sent to the same place as your brother."
Yo, brother? What the fuck, nigga? Why his voice get so deep? Why the 5-year-old nigga voice get so deep, bro?
Oh, not there!
Oh shit,
Keeping the Grand Priest for the first time in the series in complete fear and paralysis, as his trembling body can't help but move involuntarily as he whispers,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. He really got motion like that? Zeno got motion like that?
Forgive me. But soon, once again, the scene shifts to an unfamiliar sight, a landscape of mountains with 2 finger-like apparitions standing atop one of them. But as we move in closer, it is revealed to be Arak, god of destruction of Universe 5, meditating peacefully behind a makeshift fire. While his angel, Kukatail, stands silently behind him until, with a hint of trepidation, the angel would let out, "My lord, I am afraid Lord Jin has now fallen too. You remain now as one of the last 3 gods, and I remain as one of the last 3 angels. Inevitably, the God Killer will be coming for us next. If not today, it will be tomorrow."
Nigga, you can't meditate anything, bro.
You want me to summon on?
Yo, nigga, you can meditate all you want, but trust me, you still gonna die, nigga. You still gonna die, so I don't even see why you meditating, gang.
Universe's greatest warriors in response?
Can't meditate your life. Can't meditate your life back. What am I trying to say? nigga, meditate your life away, but you can't meditate your life back, nigga.
But Arak, seemingly unbothered and still with his eyes closed deep in meditation, would just say back,
He got rings on his face.
Sullying those innocent warriors with our debt will do nobody any favors.
Okay.
Unnecessary bloodshed is not what I desire.
Oh, he not
when
even.
he arrives,
okay.
we will stand tall as the gods we are.
That's what
and
I'm
face
talking
this evil
about,
head
right?
on.
Don't
Not
be
be
no
fearful,
bitch.
Kukatail. We have faced far worse in the past, with the likes of Lucifer. This
Oh,
character,
shit, Lucifer.
he's still just a
So Lucifer was really that nigga.
But just as Arak says this, in front of both the god and angel, a time portal suddenly opens, much to the shock of the duo. And of course, a familiar foot steps out and says, "Just a mortal." At this point, I'm not even surprised you gods still say that like it's an insult. Just another example of your contempt for those you rule over. But I do have a question. After everything I've done, everything you've seen, can you really not tell by now? I am not mortal anymore!
Okay, why
As
did
a
you gotta
base
show the
Vegito
fucking
revealed,
arm,
his
nigga?
his left arm
Like,
is
put that
set
shit
to
away,
loose,
man.
while on his right,
What
completely
the fuck? Oh, the bullshit. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You kind of nasty now. Like, you some, like, freakazoid, niggas.
It has become a loose wave of signature ink margin use.
This nigga
As the once
so
pure Saiyan
nasty,
showcases
bro.
his
This
dry
nigga
hybrid
really not
android
mortal.
margin and Saiyan body. Before, with his head down and of a truly inhumane and beastly look, Vegito coldly commands, "Now, give this mortal the energy he deserves."
Yo.
Still unbothered, just picking
Wait,
this onto his
so does his other arm still have the sucky thing on his hand though? Like, cause like, bruh, that didn't go away cause he got the bullshit now, right?
feet, his arms behind his back, and with an almost disinterested tone, he says, "So this is that Universe 7 Saiyan. What on earth was Beerus doing allowing such a creature to thrive? He does seem different now, however. It seems he's undergone some changes while I was meditating. Kukatail, what is the meaning of this?" To which the contrastingly nervous-looking angel will just say back while not taking his eyes off Vegito, "Honestly,
Bro looking
you
like
don't
gang,
want
I
to
don't
know,
even
my
know.
lord. You have been in meditation for a long time.
He looking like
preparing
gang, I don't
max
even
ability.
know.
But just know, the God Killer now is not someone to take lightly." Enough! Both of you die here!
Okay.
But not willing to waste a single second more, Vegito launches a completely un-Saiyan-like attack, as both his Cell Tail and Majin Buu Goo extend straight out of his arms at speed. What? Kukatail, watch out! Leaving both Arak and his angel attendant stunned to attention, whether they feared the God Killer or not. With Vegito switching his arms, making sure the Cell Tail would head for the
Damn,
angel.
so he
while
really
the
about to
Buu portion would
assimilate
reach
Arak. Like, he's
attempting
gonna be
for
an
the
egg
first
inside
time
of his
to absorb
body,
two divine
right?
entities at the same time. But of course, such a straightforward attack was hardly going to be enough for a god, let alone an angel, and both Arak and Kukatail jumped straight into the air, looking below at the failed attack of Vegito. What? That is, of course, until right above the angel, a time portal instantly opens, avoiding to the unknown, but with a certain object about to poke out.
The sword.
What is that? Wait, no, how? But as Kukatail begins to see whatever this object is, he begins to shudder in panic and confusion, not being able to understand how it had now appeared right in front of him.
Oh, the tail.
And out of the portal, a slow-moving Cell
I thought he
Tail
was
is
dropping
inexplicably then
the
revealed,
sword.
along with Vegito's laughing voice, and not for long before... Oh!
Yo!
Speed, too fast for even an angel. After Vegito's recent power increase, the needle of the Cell Tail stabs straight through the forehead of Kukatail.
Man, that's over.
Oh, get off!
It's
Unbelievably, despite pressing right through his skull, Kukatail somehow remains
trying to yank it out his
struggling
head,
as much as he
right?
can with all his might to remove the absorption device. which,
Yo,
having seen
I ain't
plenty of
gonna
times
lie,
now,
bro.
what he
This
was-
shit is so fucking sick, nigga. This shit is so sick every time you see it, bro. Like, dog, bro. I would hate to be the gods, man.
do to him. Kukatail! And of course, his destroyer student,
Oh, he living up to his name right now. He got a tail in him for sure, nigga.
watching on, would only stare with a look of panic, not knowing what was eating.
That nigga got a cocktail in his head right now. You know what I'm saying? He living up to his name for sure, gang.
Even happening.
Don't
But
worry
before
about
Arak
him.
could figure anything out, the gruesome absorption of the divine
Jesus
angel is complete.
Christ.
As Kukatail's once bulky figure is reduced down to nothing but a shell of his former self, resembling more fine leather than an angel from above.
Jesus
And
Christ.
viciously, like a snake dragging its prey back into its den,
Why
the
is
Cell Tail
Dick
retracts
at the
back just as
end
fast
like
into the
that?
time portal, dragging the angel's lifeless body along with it until
Nigga, he drugging into the
disappeared
portal?
along with the time portal that was once there.
Nah, I'd be terrified if I was.
What have you done to him? Causing the god of destruction to become enraged as he flexes what little muscles he has and yells,
What
"How
little
dare
muscle
you
he
take
has.
him! Bring him back!
That nigga Arak
Mind you, I will."
anorexic.
But as Arak looks around to where Vegito once was, a look of shock
Arak
approaches
the
his face.
anorexic.
Where the hell did you go? As he soon realizes,
Right behind.
just like with his angel, not a trace of Vegito remains around him anymore either, leaving the god bemused. Open your eyes wider, fool! Until a helping hand in the form of Vegito's voice calls from somewhere on the battlefield. Why you? Running already, are we? Making the god instantly turn of rage, ready to spot wherever the god killer was hiding. How did you? But, unfortunately, Vegito was far from hiding. To the sheer terror and surprise of Arak, the base form Vegito appears right in front of the destroyer, smiling in his face as he goads. Running? That's a funny way to describe me waiting right behind you. Now, what were you saying? When you find me, you were going to do what exactly?
Not a
You
goddamn
ugly
thing.
freak.
Yo.
To which the muttering in horror Arak would just whisper,
That nigga is ugly as hell, bro. This nigga got a high top fade, and then he also look like Frieza, but then he also anorexic. Like, this nigga is just ugly as fuck. Like, I know you don't get no bitches, bro. No bitches. Then he got these thick ass lips. What, bro? I'm not gonna lie. Who made this nigga a god, bro? Who made this nigga a god? Like, bro, you telling me it was nobody else y'all could have made a god? Like, y'all just decided to make this nigga a god out of everything, bro? Like, I know this nigga was not strong, bro. I know this nigga wasn't strong, bro. Come on, man.
Kukatail, what have you done with him, you
Don't
vile
scream
beast?
for cocktail.
Bring him here at once!
That nigga sucks.
Which are now giggling with confidence Godkiller would just then reply, "Oh, how adorable! You just want to see your dear master."
Like, this nigga a fish with a high top fade. Like, that's insane, bro. I ain't never seen no shit like that, bro. That nigga's a fish with a high top fade, nigga.
You're now giggling with confidence Godkiller would just then reply, "Oh, how adorable! You just want to see your dear master again, don't you? Well, lucky for
Nasty.
you, I can have that arranged." Feel
I
free
thought
to
he
say a
was the
final
master.
goodbye, but just don't expect him to say much back. Before immediately his left eye goes black and activates a certain ability.
Genjutsu.
Huh? What is he doing now? Leaving the confused Arak to just watch on nervously,
Yeah,
not knowing whether the Saiyan was bluffing or not. Lord Arak. But from the side of the destroyer, a familiar voice that could only belong to one divine being calls out to him.
He can
And
see
cautiously,
him in his
Arak
eye?
will then slowly turn his eyes to the side until... Kukatao!
Oh yeah, the
Dramatic
apparatus.
scene, Kukatao
whatever
is
it's
indeed brought back
called.
to the side of his god of destruction, but now under the control of Vegito. And also, nothing more than an energy apparition to be used as a tool.
Yeah, the apparition. I don't know why I say
What's wrong?
apparatus.
I thought you wanted to say goodbye. You! What have you done? You dare use him like a mere toy? Instantly now turning the fear into rage.
Technically, you was doing the same thing. He was an angel to you. So like, I mean, he just doing the same thing, honestly.
God raises his back. Moving quickly then towards Vegito with his arm cocked back, ready to attack. But looking down, Vegito would only meet this with a smile, saying, "Oh, so you want to say goodbye to me instead, do you? Go for it." But unfortunately, as Arak's punch lands on the chest of Vegito, nothing but a dull
That
thud
shit
is
is
heard in
soft as
response.
fuck.
Are you sure you even care about that angel?
How you got a
What
ball
that's
spot in your
supposed
high
to be?
top, niggas?
Don't get
What the
cocky.
fuck is going on with this nigga hairstyle?
Immediately then launch into a flurry of kicks and punches, all at hyperspeed, against the torso of Vegito. But just like before, they don't seem to be doing much against the flinchless god.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. These gods are trash.
Can you hurry up already and start trying? All this tickling is sending me to sleep. Immediately then stopping the exhausted god in his tracks as he eventually realizes the futility of his attacks. Just thinking to himself, What is going on here? Did he somehow manage to absorb my energy too? Why are my attacks doing nothing?
Is he bleeding
Aren't I
out
at
his
full
nose?
strength? You are at full strength, my ugly little friend.
My ugly
Instantly being
little
interrupted by
friend.
giggling Vegito, who explains further. The only problem, though, is I'm just on a totally different level now. You now are as weak to me as the millions of Earthlings you murdered were to you.
Talk to this nigga. Talk
But
to
this
that
comment only
nigga.
creates annoyance and anger with Arak, as he grimaces and retorts, preposterous. This is the kind of warrior Beerus had in his universe? There's no way. Such power would have increased their mortal level far beyond the other universe.
I mean, you can't do that. No. It wouldn't have increased shit just because of one person. You know what I'm saying? But Beerus, if I just feel like this, the gods really need to be mad at one person, and that's Beerus. Y'all caused this. Beerus caused this. He wanted this nigga to do something. Honestly, he was acting like Zeno. He was in his Zeno moment where he was like, bruh, I want to see some crazy shit. I want to fight some crazy shit. Conjured up this nigga and ended up dying, bro. Which is crazy because Ultra Vegito should not be stronger than Beerus. Which to me already tells me, like, if he defeated Beerus, the rest of y'all niggas was a cakewalk. Cause I personally feel like Beerus is definitely the strongest out of the guys. Probably next to like the Fox nigga. I think it's like the Fox or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe with Jin, maybe those two like are like the strongest of like all the universes. Because I think the Fox didn't compete in the Tournament of Power, and maybe that robot too. Because I don't think that robot competed too. But the rest of you niggas is trash for real, my nigga. Like, I know y'all trash, bro. I can look at y'all and just tell y'all trash, bro. And if Beerus couldn't defeat this nigga, then I know the rest of these niggas ain't defeating this nigga, bro. So it's like y'all might as well had not even like tried to do this. It was just dumb. It was a dumb decision. If that nigga killed a god, y'all should have just been like, you know what? Gotta make him the god. Which to me is also kind of crazy. That might be the one plot hole in this story. If this nigga killed Beerus, why wouldn't y'all just make him the god? Beerus was probably gonna make one of these niggas the god anyways. They're the only two in his universe that really are that strong enough to become the god. So it's like, if y'all was already doing shady stuff to make people become gods, then you should have just made this nigga a god without the killing. I'm pretty sure one of these niggas would have been okay with being a god. All right. I'm pretty sure one of them would have done it. They would have taken a job. I swear to God. Probably would have been Goku. You know what I'm saying? Probably would have been Goku. Not gonna lie. It definitely would have been Goku. Like, it makes sense for it to be Goku because the nigga he don't be at home anyways. You know what I'm saying? Nigga be dead half the time anyways. Like, like that nigga be dead half the time anyway. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, make it Goku. Like, I don't know. That's the one plot hole in this story. Like, that's a big ass plot hole if you think about it. Unless RJ really filled that plot hole later on in the story. But like, that's probably the biggest plot hole in this story. Like they already killing people to make people gods. Nigga, why kill his whole universe? Like, that don't even make sense. You know, it don't make sense, bro. Why kill his universe? Just make him a fucking god. He was gonna end up being one anyways, bro. Tell him, take the job.
At this rate, physical attacks would have no effect.
Cause, I'm sorry, I'm rambling, but it's just like Zeno. I think y'all get my point, bro. That was just dumb. You know what I'm saying? That was just dumb. Y'all plotted revenge for Beerus, but y'all all have done this or had this happen to y'all. Y'all all became the gods in the same exact manner.
Then I'd have to get rid of him the only way a destroyer knows how. Web of Arak! And suddenly, without warning, Arak opens his mouth wide.
I thought he was a fish, not a spider.
On each side of his face, flaring up and releasing simultaneously a strange golden web of aura in all directions.
Oh, arachnid!
Immediately launching the mysterious web straight at him as he stands still, just either frozen in shock or just without fear.
Dang, I never thought about that.
For a minute though, as it approaches,
So this nigga a spider with a high top fade?
What is this? Spider-Man? What? But despite the underestimation of Arak's web, once it hits, Vegito himself completely is trapped.
I know y'all not trying to say this nigga black, cause like hell no, y'all not about to do my peoples like that. That nigga too ugly to be black.
Attention, with his arms and legs binded towards his
That nigga got a high top fade, bro. I know y'all not trying to say these miles per hour.
And unbelievably, even when Vegito attempts to struggle free, nothing moves. Damn it! Did I make a mistake here? This thing, it's strong! Leaving the God Killer now with a panicked look as he stares into the eyes of the destroyer before him. And approaching the God Killer now with the tables turned is Arak, who cockily lets out his arms behind his back. Not so tough now, are you saying? Of course you wouldn't be able to break through this mortal wall. It is, after all, something not even the
I heard web, like spider webs can stop a jet.
What? Instantly getting a reaction from Vegito, who questions, what do you mean? What's powering this thing? Which the now smiling wily Arak would say back, my. You're very curious for one on the cusp of death. This web is the 2,000-year-old web of mine being.
Okay.
Powered and strengthened by my energy for millennia.
Okay.
Each and every time I meditated, I poured more of my energy into this. Today, that energy within this web would be enough to stop anyone.
So it's almost like semen retention. That's kind of fire. This nigga semen retention his spider webs. And now you caught in it. That's crazy.
Just I never thought there would be such a fool brazen enough to stand still for it. Your overconfidence will be your downfall. And in complete
Bitch slapped him.
when the rat gets closer, he smacks the God Killer right across the face.
Nah, you should have said he bitch slapped that
dirty
nigga.
scum. Leaving Vegito's cheek bruised, a single line of blood oozed down from his mouth.
You better hope you
But
don't
not
get
finished
stuck
yet,
with it.
the God would carry on
bro.
with the range. You disgust me. I wanted to save this attack one day to fight my best friend in one final battle before I retired.
Not Beerus.
But you killed him before that could ever happen.
Who your best friend?
You killed Jin.
Oh, fuck Jin.
Huh? But on hearing this, a strange sense of
That nigga
accomplishment comes to
died like a
Vegito,
bitch.
as a sinister smile emerges, and he laughs. That fish face was your friend?
Right.
Poor you. You should have heard how he screamed in his final moments.
Right.
More like a baby than a god. But at least you know now just how it feels to lose the people closest to you. Shut up!
Them niggas must have been gay.
But quickly to interject, Arak moves his
just
palm at
saying.
speed towards Vegito's face, at first looking like another slap, but his hand just stops short until... Hakai! With the chant of destruction, Arak screams to the heavens themselves, conjuring up every inch of Kakashi's
Oh,
within.
man.
Initially leaving Vegito stunned, and it seems even he didn't anticipate such a follow-up.
I really
The attack
think
being
they
so
need to
quick,
go ahead and
soon
stop
Vegito's
trying
entire
to guide
face
this
is
nigga,
lost
bro.
in the
Like,
light.
it's a waste of
Just mutters
time.
quietly, "Oh!" Before immediately, Vegito's entire body is engulfed completely by a concentrated ball of Hakai.
It's a waste
From the
of time,
outside,
bro.
Vegito appears as nothing more than a muddy silhouette, but inside... A blood-curdling scream is heard by none other than Vegito, who seemingly bears the complete brunt of the Hakai, his whole body tense and open wide as his yells seem to be never-ending. That is until Vegito stops pretending.
That shit don't even
Instead, a
affect
truly
that nigga no
unfazed
more. Like,
and
come
menacing
on,
smirk
man.
appears as the Saiyan lets out, "Sorry, but I can't even bring myself to pretend anymore."
Right, bro.
I was
Like, that
losing
shit.
my voice. But
that
suffice to
shit
say,
can't even,
this
man.
level of destruction is nothing to me now.
Right, bro.
Leaving Arak completely taken aback, as for the first time, he witnesses a mortal resist completely the power of destruction. As he grunts out, How is my Hakai not even damaging him?
Because you weak.
Hakai! And almost as if he was restarting an engine, Arak resorts to intensifying his Hakai even further, in hopes this time he would finally begin a race with Vegito.
I'm not even gonna lie, I don't know if it makes sense to anybody else why his Hakai doesn't work, but at this point, bro, I would just think that this nigga is like Hakai resistant at this point. Like if he wasn't Hakai resistant at this point, I would be kind of like, what the fuck are we doing, RJ? I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, but I'm kind of with Vegito on this one. Like nigga, Hakai, bro, Hakai, what? Hakai. No, nigga, he's not affected by that shit no more, bro. Stop it. Like if this nigga was to even get affected by that shit, I would be like, come on, man. Come on. This story would be so unbelievable.
Far from the case, as the track still in the web, Vegito just continues to smile and in perfect condition.
Why isn't the web getting
now, with a growing
though?
smile and baring his teeth,
like
as if
anything,
excited by the
should be
feeling, the God Killer lets out. Listen, you wrinkled snail. Scream as much as you want. This isn't going to work. All you're doing right now is giving me a little burn, a glorified tan. And it's starting to get a little uncomfortable. So I'll tell you this once. Quiet down now before something bad happens. Hakai! The god just continues his destruction, now morphing his face as he roars to his highest
I
decibel
guarantee
and
you it's
unleashes
just
the
like
full
reverse
power of
on
his
itself.
Hakai. The ball of Hakai now becoming so large and concentrated that now even Vegito is completely unseen from the outside. But of course, on the inside, Vegito appears still, but the Hakai seems to now have an effect as he looks at the top of his head and says, "Not bad. Seems this worm has enough energy to at least begin erasing my hair."
Erasing his hair?
And now, he will learn the hard way.
Dang, that's kind of terrible.
What? As shockingly, almost in the instant that Vegito says those ominous words, a sharp slice appears across the neck of his boy. But it's not quite clear where from.
Yeah.
But perhaps more importantly,
I'll
in
do
the
that
other half,
shit,
the rat's head is locked clean off, separating in a flurry of blood from his spurting torso. Until finally the course is clear. In the
the
distance,
fucking
stopping
sword!
Is the blade of
The
destruction,
sword!
only owned by the first of the 5 strongest.
The sword!
And almost had insult to injury, almost simultaneously, Vegito burst forth from the so-called weapon around.
How do you use the sword?
Yells, "Oh, and where would you look at that? I could have broken free from this weak excuse of a trap at any time I wanted to after all."
Man,
now it's time
the Hakai should have broke the webs. Like, keep it real, bruh.
Finish you before you stop breathing, snail. Don't you die on me!
That nigga head chopped off. What you
The God Killer
mean?
now putting in effort for the first time, yells as he makes his move and immediately grabs the still barely
Nigga grabbed his head, bro.
Before instantly
Ew,
sucking
is
the
his
energy from
eye
the
in his
so
head?
fast, it almost appears as if
Or his
Vegito
finger in his
released
eye?
the touch of death. Callously then dropping the deceased skull as he comments unimpressed, "What pathetic energy. Compared to gods, the energy of these gods and angels is disgusting. I desire something far greater." And almost in a payback of disrespect for being slapped earlier.
So my thing is this. I'm not gonna lie. If the 5 strongest are stronger than the gods, why even make the gods God? That's like, it just proves my point of what I was saying earlier, that these niggas is weak as hell, bro. They've been weak since the beginning of the story, bro. Like what's the point of y'all even being here if we got 5 other niggas that could take y'all place? Like, y'all shouldn't even have been gods. Straight up, y'all should not have been gods. Like, honestly, they just made some bitches gods. Like, the whole gods are just basically bitches. Like, from Belmod's story, like, y'all all just some bitches. Y'all lost somebody and then y'all just became corrupt and y'all weak as hell. Like, it's pathetic.
Vegito then begins licking the blood off his chin to then immediately then
Spit on
spitting it
this
back
nigga?
out onto the dead face of Arak. Hakai! Before, of course, then following up with his own signature Hakai, erasing Arak on the spot and sending his being never be seen ever again. And now, all alone in Universe 5, Vegito remains in the air in silence, before landing on the ground with a small thud. And then looking into the air suddenly, he then lets out in deep thought, "So, the final days are coming. Now even the gods and angels are mere ants before me. Could I beat the Grand Priest as I am now? I used to think I could. But if what God said was true, about 4 others, not even including that midget being far stronger than him, then I don't know anymore. But what I do know is, I need more of the energy of the 5.
Yeah, you need the 5 at this
Blade, come to me! And poignantly, after talking about the 5, Vegito lifts out his arm and calls for the blade of gods, which had now become his own. And with a speedy burst of light, the impossibly sharp blade follows his command.
I want to know who in that sword, man.
But just as the blade gets close, suddenly it is interrupted halfway through and struck by something that also sounds metallic in nature. Leading to the blade of destruction, spinning out of control, or slamming into the ground behind. What was that? Leaving Vegito shocked at first, having not sensed a single other being in the vicinity. Before immediately turning his head quickly to see just who it could be, yelling, "And whose death wish is it now? Another of the 5? But as Vegito looks into the distance, he can barely make out what the small figure is. That is until we zoom in, and on his one knee, sheathing back the sword he used to strike away the blade of destruction, is an adult-looking Trunks. From where, we don't know yet, but as he stands up tall, he's revealed to be wearing a large, long coat, and hair reminiscent of Celsa. What?
This dork.
And of course, once Vegito sees this, he too is left as confused and shell-shocked as the rest of us.
I am so curious to know how Vegeta is about to feel if he has to possibly kill his son. Like, I'm so curious to know how he is about to feel if he has to possibly kill his son. Not gonna lie. I'm so curious. Because that's... Nigga. I don't know, gang. I just don't know, dude. That's crazy, man. Like, will Vegito hold back? Because I'm not gonna lie. I really feel like, and we don't even know what happened to the rest of everybody else, like Goku and them from the other universe. Because they just like, you know what I'm saying? RJ said it, bro. We don't know what happened to them. They just kind of disappeared. The fuck? Used all that power up and they just like, what's going on with them? So I don't know, man. This Vegito don't really seem like a good guy, you know. Like I don't know where his morals stand for like his counterparts. You know what I'm saying? Like your morals for your own counterparts you feel like it's not even there sometimes. You know, like I know he didn't kill Kaba in them, but I'm just saying, bro. Like I just don't know, bro. I just don't know, gang. Like you, I don't know, man. I don't know, but. Hopefully Trunks is not this Madara person that's about to come up next. Because I'm not going to lie. If Trunks is Madara, that's crazy. And hopefully he can incapacitate Trunks and knock him out rather than have to actually kill him. Because if he kills him, oh boy, that's going to be crazy. That's going to be insane. I'm not going to lie. Like, you killing your own son that's beyond me at this point. Like, you're a sick man. You're a sick man. Like, there's no coming back from that.
Looking into the sky with a pleasant smirk, reflecting on the events that just happened last chapter, with the Saiyan letting out, what a fine day, and this energy, what a treat that was, so powerful, so pure, but even that demon's energy from the sword had quite the impact also. This battle has taken me to all new heights I didn't think were possible, Madara. Surely now I must be able to put a dent in that priest and his toddler owner by now.
Toddler owner.
Before then looking back down and walking straight towards the deceased Madara. Face first in the dirt, a shadow of the legendary status as the second of the 5 strongest. As beside him, stabbed into the ground, is the sword that was given to him by Vegito himself. Vegito would then eventually reach the second and grab onto the sword formerly owned by him, pulling it out of the ground before then with a big sigh, blowing a puff of air into the sky as if preparing himself for something. Letting out, here goes nothing.
Okay.
And immediately, just like that, Ultra Vegito would then slam back the edge of the sword into his skull, reattaching his demon horn in the process, and notably, without a drop of blood.
That seems painful. Yeah.
But on the inside, comedically, an inner Vegito screeches like a man in pain, with the obviously brutal action, as with a less than impressed face, the God Killer would mutter, God, that hurt! Arch, remind me never to do that again!
Never do that again.
More instantly, now having completed eliminating the second, Vegito powers back down to base. And once we see his face again, looking down as he does so, the 2 horns from his head have retracted also, leaving Vegito now to think in silence.
Yeah, I gotta get some like Ultra Vegito.
Looks like the transformation got rid of my shirt too. Damn it, I hate walking around so exposed. Looks like I'll need to make another trip to get some new gear. I could use a little more battle experience with that new form of mine anyway. Before then leading to Vegito, then looking to the sky with a serious look and continuing, now all that's left are those 2 remaining runts anyway. Gods of destruction or not, they are hardly worth chasing after in a hurry.
Right.
I'll get to them soon enough, but right now, I need a goddamn break after that fiasco. That nightmare has aged me by decades. As behind him, of course, images of the last remaining gods, Iwan and Mule, are seen. Staff! And instantly, within the palm of Vegito, the angel staff given to him by Whis then reappears after a long absence. With his mouth open wide, he begins to command the staff saying, take me to the next! Wait! But suddenly, behind Vegito on the ground, a weakened but familiar voice calls for his hold. And when we finally see who it is from, of course, the barely still breathing Madara, who inexplicably remains clinging to his life, still on the ground, with one eye open,
he got that
just
little
ominously lets out, hear my words. You're making a mistake, Vegito. A big mistake. Making Vegito turn his head up first in curiosity, before turning his whole body, holding his arms, and confusedly asking, now what's this? You can still talk, Madara? Impressive. Maybe you really have earned the title of second of the 5 strongest. But I don't remember leaving a trace of energy behind. So what gives? A smirk would soon then come across the second's face.
That nigga like I
as he
sucked
said,
everything
looking
out this
from his
nigga. How
mouth,
you still alive?
Well, I did say not to underestimate me, Saiyan. But those demon flames I unleashed on you were made of my energy too.
Oh,
and
shit.
just before you took everything from me, I reversed what little energy I cast on those flames to keep me breathing.
Man,
That's
what?
why
Bro,
those
get
flames
up out
aren't
of
still
here.
burning to this very moment. Before his face slowly then drops to one more in pain. As he continues, but that isn't important anymore. I couldn't care less if you kill me now. I've lived for long enough. Far too long, in fact. And with what little energy I have now,
don't try to play the
I will
soft
die
role
once I
now,
utter these
gang.
final words anyway. But you should quit while you're ahead, Vegito. You will never accomplish your mission of getting rid of all the gods out there, God Killer.
That's cap.
Destroyers, yes.
You
But you will
hating on
never
me.
get past the final 3 of the strongest. Ha! And much less what lies even beyond, my naive little friend. Well, this last line from the second is what piques Vegito's curiosity more, as he asks with a confused look. What lies beyond?
Right, come
What
on,
nonsense
tell
are
us.
you
Don't-
saying now?
don't hold out on us
After the
now.
last 2 destroyers are taken care of.
You're on
and
your
the rest
deathbed,
of
you might as well tell us
Only
everything.
Zeno and the Grand Priest, and maybe that supposed Cronoa, will be the last gods on my kill list.
Nah, if you gotta fight Cronoa, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. If you gotta fight Cronoa, that's crazy. She need to sit her little fine ass down somewhere. If she looking thick, if she in that kid form, she need to sit her ass down. But if she looking like how she was looking in that panel, you know what I'm saying, kind of tall, kind of thick, she need to sit her fine looking ass down. All right. Don't worry about time. Don't worry about revenge. Let me worry about that. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
But this response from Vegito only brings a faint laughter from the quickly fading Madara. As
But
he
I
replies,
was thinking like maybe the
No.
Grand Priest is the problem.
So you do know of at least one of the other gods. My dear Vegito, do you really think she's the only god that exists outside these realms?
I mean, clearly
Just
it's a
where
whole
do you
bunch
think
of
us
gods,
5
and
even
you're a
reside?
god.
I can tell you, not in these puny universes ran by that child. You
But
know
that child.
Stop all you want about getting your useless revenge on the gods that exist here. But if you really think you will stop all gods from ruling over you pathetic mortals, then you're in for a shock.
So I'm guessing there's more gods after this.
And
I was
so,
wondering
the
too,
spell begins.
cause I literally I noticed that I'm like maybe like 40 episodes away from catching up or something like that. So I was like, dang, after he kills Zeno, like what is he gonna do with this story? So like maybe there's possibly more gods, you know what I'm saying? Cause Cronoa is a god, so I'm guessing there's gods of gods of gods. Cause like Zeno will be the second of gods, and then maybe Cronoa will be like the god higher than Zeno, or maybe Cronoa and Zeno are in the same league of gods where there's other gods. I don't know. It's too many gods, bro. It's too many gods. He might need to end this story. I ain't gonna lie. He might need to end this story, bro.
To slowly disappear from Madara's face. His eyes close even more, and he suddenly becomes silent.
Cause like
The second
everybody's a
then
god
finally
now.
collapses on his face. His energy
Like
now
Madara's
for
a
sure
god.
all gone, and now finally dead. Adding one more notch onto Vegito's god-killing list. In for a shock! Leaving the base Vegito now to just stare in silence, trying to make sense of what strange claims the second made in his final breaths, before then turning his back to the deceased god, and then responding, if there truly are more and more powerful gods out there, then my answer is... And with his response unfinished, Vegito would instead now hold out his left hand instead of his staff, and in front of him as a result,
Niggas
a time
mostly
portal would then
most
finally
likely
open.
gonna die
And
too.
Vegito, just before leaving forever, would then finally answer, my answer is that I will just become even stronger, Madara.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Before then vanishing along with the time
surprising.
portal
I
as it
didn't
closes
expect him to
behind
say
him,
that.
leaving Madara's unmoving body all alone on the battlefield, ready to begin rotting. But only moments later, as Vegito completely leaves, 2 new sets of mysterious feet descend down to the battlefield. And shockingly, the figure is then revealed to be none other than Iwan, the same god that was thought to have run off with Mule once Vegito had transformed.
Now this
And with his
bitch ass
expected unmoving poker face, Iwan would say, how unsightly of you, Madara. I truly expected more of you. I had anticipated once myself and Mule had left, you would have been able to put an end to that mortal once and for all. But I guess this will work out best for me in the end. Isn't that right?
Yeah, he got
Gods!
guts. Yo, you knocked the shoe off this nigga?
Isn't that right?
beat the shoe and the socks off this nigga, bro. This y'all can't even see that, John, bro. This nigga, bro, I can't even show y'all, bro. This nigga got nigga ain't got no shit on. He got his toes out. Got the toes out.
Gods!
Ain't talking about some.
In a shocking turn of events, the first of the 5 strongest is seen once again. Thought to be dead after being defeated by Vegito, and by the looks of his stance and lifeless eyes, he may yet still be, as he just lets out incoherent groans, and somehow he has become completely reanimated. But back with Vegito, a time portal opens in the midst of space, in an unknown universe, and in an unknown timeline. Soon, then casually stepping out without fear, until realizing just how alarmingly alone he is wherever he has taken himself. Looking around, Vegito would begin wondering, now where have these rings taken me now? I thought I intended on going far into the future, into a universe where hopefully a powerful god would exist.
What?
It seems just imagining a timeline like that won't work. I guess I can only truly go into the past reliably.
Or maybe you
But
did,
even with
but
that
you
said,
just don't
the question
realize
still
it.
remains on Vegito's mind concerning where he even is.
'Cause this is
For the sake
Xicor,
of it,
right? I don't
Vegito
know
begins
who that
closing his
is.
eyes, trying his best to detect the nearest powerful life form.
Isn't
But suddenly,
Xicor
a shocking
canon?
revelation comes to Vegito, but it isn't the detection of a powerful warrior, but instead, how peculiar. Wherever this universe is, there isn't a single sign of life anywhere. There are no planets anymore, it seems. Does the universe really exist without any life? What could have happened to wipe them all out? Guess it's not my problem. What?
No way a god
But before
could
Vegito
wipe
can carry
out
on his
all of
ungodly
his
stance,
universes.
as Vegito looks behind, he suddenly sees the remains of what seems like planets completely annihilated,
Yeah, that's
with
crazy.
debris and planetary matter scattering all over the surrounding area. But despite this, Vegito would then open a portal anyway.
That nigga left.
Something bad.
And you're like, yeah, I ain't about to
Maybe
deal
there
with
was
that
a god
shit.
after all, but it don't seem to be here anymore. So there's no use for me being here. And so, Vegito would begin walking towards the time portal again before... What the hell is that? But suddenly, Vegito would see from the vacuum of space a powerful energy beam shooting straight towards him. Get lost! Immediately then swiping his angel staff
That's a
to knock
purse.
away the energy beam. What? Who the... But even more shocking,
Oh, it's actually
as Vegito
person.
hits the beam away with ease,
This whole
it all
person
appears
in
to be
there.
a diversion, as suddenly a mystery figure shoots down and enters the portal before Vegito. Where the hell did he come from? Leaving Vegito gobsmacked as he stares in disbelief at the rapid turn of
I hear
events.
that word, gobs.
Until the
What is
god-killer's
that,
mood
bruh?
soon changes. As
What made him
angered, he
say that?
grumbles, think you can make a fool of me? Get back here! Before rushing into the portal himself, after whoever this mystery assailant was.
Following somebody
And
into
as
a
Vegito lands
portal
on the
is
ground of a new
crazy.
planet, yet another unknown universe, far off, a dark humanoid silhouette would appear before him.
Like,
Leading
you don't
Vegito
care
shouting
about if
out,
you getting trapped
"You
or
there?
nothing?
Who the hell do you think you are, hitching a ride in my time portal without my permission? You better go back to whatever mess that timeline was before I put you down forever. But as we finally
Twinning
see who the
them?
figure is, it is
Twinning them?
unbelievably revealed to be none other than Xicor,
Twinner?
the third son of Son Goku. Somehow,
Third son.
Vegito had entered the Dragon Ball AF timeline, but seemingly far in.
The fuck is a Dragon Ball AF? Who made that? What is that? Nigga, that's your brother, man. Stop lying. That's Ultra Vegito brother, man. Stop lying. This is not his son, man. That nigga ain't got no sons, man. That nigga got two sons. Goten, Gohan. We don't count Trunks. And if anything, we was to count you would be the fourth son, because Trunks would actually be the third. But that just tells you how trash Trunks is. Nigga, they don't even count him as the third son. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Look, they don't even mention Trunks, bro. Crazy, bro. That's just how trash Trunks is. I'm trying to tell y'all. That nigga is trash. His own story don't even like him. Me trying to tell y'all niggas, bro. Trunks fans, y'all just be down bad, bro. Like, it's like it always go back to how trash Trunks is, no matter what. The one plot line that stays consistent is Trunks is trash. Like, I swear to God, like I can make it fit in every episode. I swear to God, it's crazy, bro. It's insane.
Into the future of it, as Xicor angrily lets out, what is this place? I've definitely not seen a planet like this before. Where the hell am I? Could there at least be
He seemed
finding
like he
a
got
worthy
anger
challenger for
issues.
myself here? Continuing to look around, oblivious of the god killer right behind him, Xicor would carry on. This smell. Gods have been here. Energy still remains all over this
You don't like
universe.
gods either?
There's no doubt about it.
Man, what the
I
fuck is
finally
the
found a
god?
way to
Well, I know
escape,
what the
just
god's
like
doing to
Mother
these
had
niggas.
said. But Vegito,
His
now
mama?
observing
Who's
closely
mama?
the mystery figure in front, would soon then comment, wait a second here. He looks familiar. That might be the wrong color, but isn't that Goku's gi?
Who is his
Goku.
mama?
But immediately, the mention of Zykor's father's name suddenly garners the
Wait.
half Saiyan's attention.
Do he know
Who the
Goku?
hell could know his name here? Quickly turning his head now
He seemed like
towards
he
the
don't
sound
like
of his
Goku.
names, before facing Vegito and instantly asking, how? Tell me how you know that name, mortal. Tell me how you knew of my father.
Okay.
What? Goku is your father?
I'm your
Leaving
daddy.
Vegito understandably full of shock, the most random of revelations. Remaining arms folded, but his head and facial expression comedically enlarged.
I just hate how Saiyans don't even realize, like, you're Saiyan. Like, bro, the one thing black people and Asian people, we know when it's one of us. Like, come on, man. What the fuck is this, bruh?
Information. But this response serves only to confuse Xicor, as he thinks, wait, this fool doesn't even know Father's most powerful son? How? But eventually, Vegito's face would then return back to normal, and he would respond in full, listen kid, I have no idea what your angle is, but Son Goku only had 2 sons, so unless you're some goth version of Gohan or Goku, you've been lied to. But I have to say, I'm more shocked as to why someone from a random universe far into the future would even know his name. Just where did that damn time
I mean, he probably still living. Goku don't age,
in response to this, out of nowhere, Xicor begins to get furiously angry, as electricity spontaneously begins to surround his body.
Goku probably
He
like
grumbles,
142.
Gohan! No! I was his only real son!
Oh my god.
How dare you!
Oh, he's
Are
jealous.
you some kind of fool?
This
You
nigga
know where
jealous?
you went. You went to Universe 7! The only question is where the hell are we now? I entered that portal in search of a new challenge. No more life exists where I'm from, and hasn't for hundreds of years. I hope there would be new fighters here. All I can see is you.
What the fuck is up with this nigga, bro? What? I'm so confused on where this conversation is going and how we getting here, bro. This nigga didn't say, bro, fuck Gohan and Goten. Now he talking about some, he didn't went into a portal because his whole planetary system, whole planetary solar system is dead. What the fuck is going on, bro? Like, I'm so confused right now.
But Vegito instantly is
I ain't gonna lie, this
shocked only
nigga
by the
kinda
first
scaring
mission.
me, bro.
No longer folding his arms and almost staggering back, he would ask, That place was Universe 7?
Holy
How?
shit.
Why is there no life in that universe, kid?
God dang, who the fuck wiped your shit? Hey, yo, nah, clearly this need to be a tag team up or something, bro. Who the fuck is going, yo, these gods is wildin', bro. They took out the whole, god damn.
Vegito's face would then lower and get more serious as he stares into Zykel's eyes and adds, What did you do to planet Earth, kid?
Wait, don't tell me he did it.
To which immediately,
Don't tell me
Zykel
he
would
did
then
it out of
begin
jealousy,
running mad
bro.
and explain finally, What did I do? I killed every last one of those weak Earthlings.
What the
First I
fuck?
started with my father, then his 2 illegitimate children, then the Prince of Saiyans and his family too.
Nigga, are you mad
Everyone,
because he didn't
every single
know
being
that
on that planet
you
fell
was
to
his
my
son?
hand. And once I finished and blew it up, I went and did the same to every other planet I could find too. For centuries, I would grow my power, annihilating anything and everything else that existed.
Oh, this nigga's crazy.
But there was barely anyone who could even make me break a sweat.
This nigga
Apart
committed
from this one
mass
strange cat
genocide.
who appeared one day claiming to be a god. But he too was defeated.
Wait.
The one strange cat who appeared one day claiming to be a
Killed
god.
Beers too.
But
Holy
he too was
fuck.
defeated. Though he escaped somewhere before I could land the finishing blow.
What?
But at least he gave me useful information. Who knew I was in the 7th of 12 different universes? I had been waiting all this time for a way to access them. And finally, it seems you have given me a way in.
Bro. That's what I be saying, bro. This nigga just be fucking up the timelines, bro.
What did you just say? But as we look back at the God Killer, he is far from a
So I wonder where Beerus, his
begin to
Beerus
pop
is
all
at.
over his
Then, where
forehead,
Xicor
the
Beerus
strange
is.
dark energy begins to change the atmosphere around him. And with his teeth now gritted, trying to hold in his evident rage, he would just grumble, You killed them all!
So we gonna like set his power? We gonna take his power too?
And as if reacting all over again to the rage he felt from the gods taking away his loved ones, Vegito roars into the sky, powering up, instantly becoming what
I
seems
just
like
want to
a
know
Super
why
Saiyan 2,
he did
now
it though. What
completely
was the
coated in
reasoning?
black lightning instead.
What the fuck did Goku do? That nigga chill. I see why you might
Instantly
kill
rushing straight for
Vegeta.
Xicor with vengeance on his mind. And eventually, he
His
does land
Goku
on the
had
face
to
of
be
Xicor,
evil, bro.
but unfortunately, he doesn't seem to do much. With the
Maybe it was
Hyper
like
Saiyan
Goku
just
Black.
smiling as he gets hit, letting out. Interesting. So you two are one of Father's kind.
Father's
Well, then,
kind,
Vegito
nigga. What?
thinks, What the hell? With my level of power now, this can't be! Sorry, Saiyan, but this is reality. As Xicor then quickly moves away Vegito's fist before...
There's gotta be some type of
Buzz off.
fever dream, bro. This is a
Brutally then
fever dream,
headbutting
bro. This
Vegito
not
straight in
real.
the face.
It's
point
not
blank.
real.
Sending the God Killer flying backwards in pain as blood shoots out of his grimmest mouth. Surprised your skull didn't burst from that. Let's test just how sturdy you really are.
Is he part
Swiping his
dragon
arm
or
back
something?
with
What
the
is these
closing palm,
things
with what
sticking
looks
out of
like
his?
an energy beginning to produce.
The heck is that? Damn. Jesus
Unbelievably,
Christ.
with one blast, straight out of the playbook of Vegeta, Xicor blasts Vegito.
This is
straight
not
through.
real, bro. This is not real, bro. This shit is cap.
In the aftermath, a violent scene of Vegito, now back in base, is seen, wide-eyed, floating back, with of course now a gaping wide hole in the middle of his body, spewing blood all over, as we see a peek right through onto
Bro,
the
this
other
guitar is
side.
going off right now.
Eventually leaving the practically dead Vegito to land on his back in silence, as Xicor watches on confirming his kill. And now looking down on his latest victim, an unimpressed Xicor would let out, "Say it or not, you're no different in the end to the rest of those blonde hair and blue-eyed brats.
Blonde
Just as
hair and
fragile,
blue-eyed brats.
Just as pathetic." And unfortunately, just like the rest of your inferior race, you two are no challenge.
Nigga, it's your race too. What the fuck is he on? I'm trying to figure out what you on. What type of colorist shit is this? Like, is it colorist? Is it race? Are you racist, my nigga? What the fuck is going on, bro? Genesis.
But soon, with his target eliminated, Xicor turns his attention to the sky and realizes, what's this? I can smell the presence of gods here. Where am I? Not Universe 7 anymore, that's for sure. And that means there's a whole lot more to kill and destroy around here.
Bro.
Yeah! Instantly then shooting off into the sky.
This nigga's like an
ferocity,
eviler
leaving
Broly,
Vegito for
bro.
dead like a thoughtless matter. And as we zoom in close on the flying Xicor, a keen smile can be seen as he contemplates. I wonder, just what strong warriors await me here? Mother always told me our universe was one of the weakest there was. Surely,
Who is
the
your
true
mama,
challenge
bro?
Must be out there.
His mama gotta
One
be from
greater
nowhere or
than
something.
even father. As behind, an image of his late father in his AF clothing appears. But this smile is soon cut short once something shocking appears right in front of the eyes of Xicor.
Okay.
What the? How are you? Leaving the third son near enough stunned into silence as in front, a very familiar hairstyle appears. And of course, once we see from Zycor's
With
side,
the hole
it is
in
revealed to
his
be none
chest
other than
still.
Vegito. His arms folded with a cocky smile as he lets out, that attack wasn't bad, brat. I'm starting to believe maybe you are a Saiyan after all. Welcome to the club. Before suddenly, the hole within Vegito's torso begins to transition to goo, and then eventually completely close up in
Oh, yeah, I
true
forgot about
Margin
that.
style.
Yeah.
Good as new! What? Leaving a bemused Xicor to now watch on in shock, never having seen anything like this, much less from a fellow Saiyan. With the shock now reaching a boiling point, Xicor would then yell out, You are no Saiyan! What are you? Answer me now! And Vegito, loving the look of confusion seen on Zycor's face, would yell back, Oh, I am most definitely a Saiyan, kid. But I've heard more than
Y'all
once
Saiyans.
you calling us an inferior race.
Yeah,
You know if you
inferior
really
is
were
crazy.
Goku-san, you do realize that would make you part Saiyan too, right?
Dumbass.
I knew you had lost the plot calling yourself Kakarot's son. I am my father's son! But this passing comment denying Zycor's
Why
heritage
does he get
instantly just
upset
pushes
about it,
the
but you
half-Saiyan
killed your
over the
dad,
edge
bro?
as he
This
releases a
nigga
scream
is
into heaven,
weird.
becoming surrounded in an intense ball of
I
energy
am
that gives
so
even Vegito
lost
a
right
shock.
now. Like,
That's
I
finally-
really don't know whether like I should be like feel bad for him or just like feel terrified or like what the fuck is going on with this nigga? What type of mental issues do he got, bro? What's going on? This nigga's mental, bro. Like, I'm telling you, it's something mentally ill with this nigga. Like, it's something wrong with him, bro. Like, he's seen worse than Broly. Like, what the fuck is going on with him?
Here. You'll eat those words, Saiyan!
Like, you
As
calling me a
suddenly,
Saiyan, but you a
Zycorr reaches
Saiyan
an all-new
too.
form, powered up to the brim, with his hair now fully spiked, and black accents now longer and sharper too.
Nah, you look weird as shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Powered up to the brim, with his hair now
Yeah, that look kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie. That look kind of weird. This doesn't look good on you, bro. How old are you?
fully spiked, and black accents now longer and sharper too, as surrounding him, a familiar black lightning emerges. Whoa! And initially, Vegito is immediately half confused, as he comes to realize internally, wait a second, that's a Super Saiyan transformation, alright? No doubt about it.
Oh,
His
yeah,
power
no
just shot
doubt.
through the roof. Could he really be my son? Ah! Before Vegito can think anymore, Zycorr begins his attack already enraged in his new form. Not wanting to be outdone, Vegito instantly then transforms into a form of his own.
Watch this
but
nigga
his
be
being
hating
Super
just
Saiyan
like
blue.
on some stupid shit. Like, you didn't give me any love.
Let's see you handle something a little stronger than a Super Saiyan.
You left
brat.
me and my
Instantly
mom.
blocking
Nigga
Zycorr's
never
first
even
attack.
knew who his mom was.
Silence, Saiyan! But despite the initial overconfidence, it's quickly interrupted by Zycorr slamming his fist with speed right into the Godkiller's gut.
I ain't gonna lie. How's this nigga faster than Vegito?
Before following up with a right hook that lands with devastating impact also. Damn! Leaving Vegito noticing the surprising strength of his foe, thinking, this kid isn't normal. He looks like he's only a Super Saiyan 2 at most. But
Right.
he's keeping up with me in blue.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But not trying to let up at all, Zycorr continues the chase and... slamming his
How
right fist
strong
onto Vegito
is this
once
nigga,
again.
bro?
Sending the Godkiller's body
How the fuck is this
instantly
nigga Super
plummeting
Saiyan
towards the
2
ground,
that strong?
ready for a big crash landing.
But I ain't gonna lie. Vegito Super Saiyan 2 is that strong too, though, because he used that against Madara, didn't he? I think he powered down from like from blue and went 2 and then whooped off in his ass or something.
But just before Vegito lands on the planet's surface, he looks up with a cunning smile and lets out, right, that's enough playing with this kid. Time to push this to Kaioken!
That's
Shooting off
weird.
instantly, just inches away from the ground, with the signature sound of Kaioken blaring off as he does so until... turning his body around and slamming a soccer kick right down onto the unsuspecting Zycorr. before even quicker than Vegito before him, Xicor now lands flush with a loud crash right into a mountain face. But it's not long for the feared villain of the AF series to break out just barely, one eye open but full of annoyance. How dare he! What kind of Saiyan form is that? Blue hair? Ridiculous. I don't know how this mortal knows my father, but he will not live to tell me how. This ends here! But looking down, Vegito would just giggle, beginning to enjoy the battle.
Anything you would think he would want to learn
comments,
that.
Looks like the kid is getting mad. He may have yet another form of his sleeve.
I ain't gonna lie. This nigga gotta be kind of crazy strong, because you wiped out a whole universe in Super Saiyan 2. That's insane. That's actually insane. You wiped out whole universes only using Super Saiyan 2. Nah, to be fair, Universe 7, right? Kind of weak. If we being honest. Kind of weak, you know, until like Super came out, Dragon Ball Super, because like Dragon Ball Super was like, it seemed like they got crazier characters, but for the most part, kind of weak, you know. Except for Majin. Majin Buu was kind of crazy. Frieza was kind of crazy too, but I don't know, it just seemed kind of weak, you know, compared. I don't know, bro. Wiping a whole universe out in Super Saiyan 2 is just insane, though. Like that's crazy to think about, bro.
Before then wiping the blood off his chin, saying with a smirk, I have to admit, there is something very familiar about fighting this guy. He's definitely got some link to Kakarot. I wonder. As Vegito picks on the resemblance, Xicor begins powering up with a frightening roar. His power alone blowing apart any debris which covered him. Kame! Kame! But shockingly, the power-up doesn't turn out to be for a new form, but instead to do a very Goku-esque move, as a bright blue ball of energy slowly begins forming.
I feel like he's such a kid, I don't know how to take his character.
Immediately surprising Vegito, who recognizes the attack from afar, immediately in comments, whoa there, he knows a Kamehameha wave? This kid,
It's not really
he
impressive.
might actually have been telling the truth. My son, eh? Before Vegito would then place his own hands to do his own Kamehameha position.
I feel like Xicor would make more sense
if I was
being
going to fight Gohan or
Vegito's
Goten,
son than
this is the way I end the
Goku.
battle too. Kame! Kame!
About to go clash.
As instant, almost in complete synchronization, the God Killer and Xicor would both then fire off their respective energy waves at the exact same time, each with unfathomable intensity and power. Leading to a very Goku vs Vegeta scene as Xicor blasts on the ground and Vegito blasts from the sky, clashing together to create a truly planet-trembling energy beam collision. You will die like the rest of them!
Yo, chill
Causing
out,
Xicor,
man.
who has never tasted defeat, to
Oh
push
my
further
God,
and
this
further
nigga's
with all his
emo
might
as
to be the
fuck.
mystery Saiyan. While Vegito, who just continues his attack with an
Nigga,
unbothered
bro,
smirk,
Xicor
will say
got
quietly,
school shooter vibes,
relax,
bro.
son. Don't overestimate your ability.
Fucking school shooter saying
Almost in complete
Xicor,
defiance to
man.
his would-be father, Xicor would sound off an even more thunderous roar, as his beam of energy immediately increases in power and size at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, bro, going crazy.
Whoa! And this pushback in power is so sudden and fast, it even begins enveloping Vegito as if about to destroy him like Cell was. But all through it all, Vegito just remains smiling and calm. That is until a sinister smirk eventually reaches his face and he says,
That's good, shit ain't doing no damage.
It's a shame that this is as much as you could do. Clearly the versions of me over in your timeline were total weaklings.
Weak.
I bet they couldn't even use Ultra Instinct! And suddenly, in a show of dominance, Vegito would enter his mastered Ultra Instinct form, surrounding himself in a white aura as his hair
We
quickly
ain't seen
changes
Ultra
to
Ego in a
silvery
while,
white
man.
Shocking Xicor as suddenly the power becomes untenable as he tries his best to push back. What? What happened? Where is this power coming from? But eventually, the power of Vegito proves far too much, and Vegito's Kamehameha flattens Xicor onto the ground, his own beam now completely dissipated from before. In a massive explosion that nearly decimates the very planet they are on,
gotta
Xicor
chill
is
with these
defeated,
explosions,
trapped
right
under a
there.
raging sun of
You
blue
fucking me
energy,
up, man.
covered in black lightning. And in the end, a massive dust cloud is left behind in the aftermath of the explosion, with no sign of the Demi-Saiyan until... Finally, with his body all beaten, his top torn, and leaking blood from every nook and cranny, Xicor appears, just barely able to move, and back in base form, having been well and truly defeated. But with the last of his energy, barely able to even open either of his
Alright,
bloodshot
let's see if
eyes,
he do it. Let's
mutters,
see if Vegito do it.
How could I have been defeated by a Saiyan?
I don't think he's gonna
Father,
suck him.
Who is he? As
There's
Xicor
no
asks
way
a
he'd
rhetorical
take his
question
powers.
to his now non-existent father, Vegito would slowly descend to the ground with a small thud, before walking over slowly to the
I
now
would,
down Zygon.
I would set tell you bring him to your universe and y'all can fight Zeno together. But knowing this nigga record, he might just kill everybody in the whole universe. Like, you know, this nigga fuck around, kill us all, bruh. Like.
And once in front of him, covered in his divine white key and still in his mastered Ultra Instinct form, he would extend his hand out to help Xicor up before finally revealing, "Kid, stop calling out your damn dad. I am your father. I am the fusion of Goku and Vegeta."
Okay, Luke.
What? And the pain-stricken Xicor, despite his state, would instantly let out his shock, whispering with his low energy, "No, that can't be. I killed both of you. But this energy, it's undeniable. I can sense you, father. I can sense Goku." And now, having accepted his defeat and who the figure in front of him is, Xicor would let out with a smile and say, "I should have known. The only Saiyan who could have defeated me. Father, you truly are something." Before immediately, the father and son would finally grab hands of each other, as a smiling Vegito would begin pulling his third son up, just looking down with a genuine sense of Saiyan pride and saying, "You got some real power, kid. I don't doubt for a second you are my son. You're a chip off the old block. But something must have led you astray in your timeline to make you go down the path you did.
Yeah, this nigga's mental.
I don't know the details, but what I will do is give you your own time ring to make things right.
What?
All you'll need to do is find an Namekian with a set of Dragon Balls to bring back to your universe.
Oh, that's
From
nice
there,
of him.
You can wish everyone back. That will be your first task, and the second will be accepting your Saiyan heritage, kid. Why are you even denying it with your kind of power?
Yeah.
Is it because your mother was an Earthling? Because neither Gohan nor Goten had a problem with that.
Yeah, who the heck is his mom?
And Xicor, seemingly agreeing, would then just respond, "Make things
This
right.
mother is
Guess I have
Cronoa.
no choice now, do I, father?" But no, my mother was no Earthling. She was a goddess, the Western Supreme Kai. God! But suddenly, as soon as Vegito hears this final
You talking about the big bitch? The one with the hat? Goku knocked those down? Nah. He ain't do that. You lying. That might be your mama. Goku might be your daddy, but he ain't knocked down that big bitch. Stop it. That nigga fucking with the Chi-Chis. He is not fucking with the Ribrians, man. Don't put that on my man's name. Don't put that on my man's name, bro. I need to see this. Man, hold on, bro. Nah. Hold on. Nah. We gotta look this up. Cause no. Okay, wait, hold on. I don't know, man. She look good in some pictures, and then other pictures, she looking kind of crazy, bro. Watch. Yo, the side of her fucking head is skint, nigga. I don't know about this one, Goku. I hope you ain't knocked this down. Like, some pictures, she look good, and then other pictures, I'm looking at her like, bro, what's going on, gang? Her fit nice though. She threw that shit on. Oh, she from Dragon Ball GT. Oh, this shit real. This shit might have happened. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of crazy. So wait, this nigga real? Damn, Cronoa looking bad in this picture. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, I don't even fuck with Cronoa like that, but that picture, Cronoa looking thick, nigga. She looking right. Nah, see, why the Cronoa that I've seen is small and weird looking. Oh, the Supreme Kai. You know what? Not like the King Kai. Okay. Still kind of wild if Goku kind of knocking them down. Like, that's kind of wild. How you got... I would ask how you got time to do it, but that nigga be dead a lot. You know what I'm saying? He be dead a lot, so, like, starting a new family ain't too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Starting a family ain't too crazy. It's just some of these angles, they got her looking weird, nigga.
No small detail, something inadvertently snaps from within.
Like, when they take pictures of her from the left side of her face, she be looking weird. Like, it's all bad. And then it don't make it no better that, like, the side of her head is shaved. She need to grow that shit back, girl. Don't stop. What they did to you? Who let you go to the barbershop and do this? Why would they do this to your head? You out here looking like Caillou with spiky hair, nigga, with a spiky mohawk. Out here looking like Lil Uzi Vert and shit.
My head! And in response, all he can do is grab onto his skull before...
Fuck?
Out of nowhere, one horn suddenly bursts forth from his skull uninvited. Father! And immediately, without many real words being said, Vegito would instantly move his hand away from his confused son. What? What's happening? What are you doing?
No way he about to
Before
Akai
immediately
this
placing a palm in front of Xicor and then... Akai!
Nigga, what the fuck, bro?
Vegito would then out of nowhere shout the chant of the Destroyer.
Why?
Just like that, Xicor, the third son of Goku, the villain of Dragon Ball AF, is erased forever. His last ever words just being, Father, why?
What the hell was that?
And once done, Vegito loses himself completely, his pupils disappearing as he screams a demonic yell, and without knowing, as if ingrained within him, claims war against the gods once again.
What the fuck was even the point of this chapter then? Why would you, why? What, why did we do all this for? What, man, it's not written. No, this is a dream. This is a dream. It's not, it didn't happen. It's a dream.
Were his own blood. But as Vegito screams, elsewhere, in a strange realm, a silhouette is seen surrounded in roaring flames. And as we get closer, we see his menacingly large, bold presence, not knowing who he could be until... Vegito! And standing, almost as equally as angry as the God Killer, is Jiren the Grey. Now having been locked in the time chamber for decades, his body pumped to the max and full of uncontrollable power. While notably, on his head exists yet another demon horn. But just what?
Nigga, am I right? Am I watching this in the right order, bro? Bro, I already watched one episode out of order. What the fuck is going on, bro? What in the hell what is going on? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. What the fuck
does all this mean? But that was it for today's video, guys. And if you made it this far, leave me a hashtag Jiren in the comments down below and let me know just what you think is going to happen.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on. I could have sworn. What? I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on. This is crazy. I'm so lost. I'm so lost because after this, Iwan. It goes straight to Iwan. It don't go to Ultra Vegito finally brings back Jiren. Like, no. So, like, am I watching this in the right order? What the fuck is going on, gang? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey, RJ got to do better, bro. You got to do better. Because, like, what order am I supposed to be watching this in? You know what I'm saying? The person who did this, who put this in the order, I'm questioning if he did this right. You know? I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm confused. Low-key tired because I got to go to work in like an hour. Well, no, not an hour. Maybe like 2 hours. Either way, this is good. Kind of upset that Xicor is just like he got clipped. You know, like I feel like we really could have used him, but I guess he's going and Jiren is pissed. So I'm guessing after he fights Yamoshi, we see him fight Jiren? I don't know.
So our story continues with Ultra Vegito still with his Ultra Instinct activated, and one mysterious black horn deviating out of his cranium, as he looks down in silence, covered in electricity, as he shakes before muttering, I will have my revenge!
Okay.
Before just as suddenly, Vegito collapses onto the ground, and instantly reverts to base form, losing his horn as a wave of exhaustion hits him. And as he huffs and puffs from the sudden loss in energy, he surprisingly appears to be totally confused over wherever he even is, as he ponders, what happened? Where am I? My head. Before Vegito then begins grabbing his throbbing head and continuing, my body, it's full of injuries. Was I fighting someone?
He didn't even remember the fight?
Kid, that god. No son of mine, that's for sure.
No way.
But Vegito now denies.
Kid God. Okay, so does he remembers fighting the god somewhat. He also said kid, but that wasn't a kid, unless he's talking about Goten and Trunks, but he did say his son.
Cycles linked to him, and any associated guilt would just look to the sky and think deeply. But besides that, it looks like what Madara said was actually true.
Okay, so
there seems to exist far more gods than I had ever anticipated. Every universe, every timeline is plagued by them in some way. just as expected. Even the timeline with that kid resulted in everyone being wiped out.
Right.
It's just as I thought. These gods can never be trusted, and not one can be left alive.
But Madara is a god, but he's not like a god of a universe, though.
And with his thoughts complete, and vendetta against the gods stronger than ever, Vegito would lift his hand, commenting ominously, I need to find out more about what Madara said. There must be a way to save every timeline and universe from the rule of these monsters. I must learn just how many more of these cockroaches I must dispatch of, and possibly from the one god that would be forced to tell me something. And so in front of the god killer, just as planned, a portal would open. And finally, without any known distractions, no more Xicor, Vegito would begin slowly walking to enter the portal to a totally new timeline. But just as he approaches, something catches his eye as if traveling towards him at speed. What the? And suddenly, within the blink of an eye right behind, a ball of what looks like concentrated destruction energy appears right behind the god killer and ready to erase him.
It's not gonna do no damage no more.
The
Did they not see the fight?
Vegito's impressive speed allows him to dodge out of the
But
way.
they not
with
reading
ease
the
as it
manga,
lands on the
bro.
ground
They clearly
and
not reading the
explodes.
manga. They're not up to date,
Now
bro.
who dares attack me from behind? Come out, coward! Instantly triggering Vegito to turn around and lash out in anger. Looks like I missed.
You came back? He tried to spin the block? Nah, this man's dumb.
God of destruction of Universe 1. For some reason, having returned alone,
You see,
despite
Mule
running away
didn't come
earlier,
back.
and completely aware of the massive gulf of power difference between himself and the God Killer. What? You've got to be kidding me! Even surprising Vegito too, as he slowly then descends back to the ground before standing to face off with the Destroyer, wondering if this was some kind of trick. But a smirk soon appears on the God Killer's face as he then stares at Iwan and lets out, Unbelievable! You actually showed up all alone to challenge me, Destroyer! The overconfidence of you gods has reached an all-time high. This is basically a death wish, you know.
I'm trying to figure out how the Mule let him
we're going
come
to run
back.
and cling for the rest of your lives until I finally found you.
Mule must have
I
ran
plan
off
on
like
taking
a
you out
bitch.
later on, in fact. But sure, if you want to give me a little energy snack now, who am I to stop you? But a concerningly calm Iwan, with his arms behind him regally, would just respond without a hint of fear. Run and cling to life? Don't be ridiculous. I didn't run from the God Killer. I merely retreated to get the tools I needed to defeat.
Now let's be honest. You didn't even really retreat. You got dragged out of there. Like Mule's the one who ran, and he just dragged you with him. Like Mule's the one that's clinging to life, running away.
I was surprised you were able to beat Guts, but Madara too? Now that was a surprise.
Yeah, Madara's
Though
a
little did you
surprise.
know,
Guts
it would
wasn't.
only serve to lead to your inevitable destruction. And suddenly, Iwan changes
Matter of fact,
to
no, Madara was not a surprise either, bro. Like honestly, bro, he was worse than Guts, bro. Like he was really worse than Guts. He was just dumb. Like he's like one of those people who gets on the game and just spams moves and then just get their ass kicked. Like that's what Madara was. That nigga was trash. Like he looked good. You ever seen a basketball player get on the court and then they got like all the gear on? Yeah, he's one of those. Trash, my nigga. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Doo-doo shirt and gray pants, no cap.
seems like an eccentric fighting position, with his arms out wide and his fingers separated and moving as if controlling puppets. But Vegito watching on can't help but be amused with a smirk, commenting, Now what kind of silly fighting stance is that, Destroyer? Is that something you gods use? Because you're completely open, I hope you know.
They're like judo
What
or
are you
something?
trying to do over there? Fight me with your fingers? To which in response, Iwan's eyes suddenly turn from relaxed to far more serious in demeanor.
You like the
As his
Lorax.
eyelids crease in, he simply replies, Fight with my fingers? How observant, God Killer. Why don't you just find out for yourself, if you dare? And as if not being needed to be told twice ever, Vegito would instantly bite onto Iwan's offer and rush in straight for the God of Destruction. His arms still folded as he does so, in the ultimate sign of disrespect.
My nigga is out here fighting munchlax, bro.
And
And a
smirk that
god
continues to
uniform,
increase,
like,
he would just
stop
say
it, bro.
mid-flight, Find out for myself.
Nigga fighting a
Who do you
Pokemon,
think I
man.
am, you damn weakling? I'm about to find out what your energy tastes like.
I would've went straight for the
Little
arm, no
nanoseconds,
cap.
just in base, Vegito's insane speed leads him to appear right in front of Iwan, who still sports his intense look, for some reason, still not scared at all. But instantly, just as he does so and reaches Iwan's vicinity,
Bro, these
something is sensed by
footsteps
Vegito.
be crazy.
A danger like no other, yet still familiar,
Sound
as
like
he
a
mumbles at
little
the last
kid running
second.
up to me.
This energy, no! What? As
Madara?
out of nowhere, both Guts and Madara appear striking Vegito from both sides,
How
with
the
the shot
fuck?
staying just barely at the last moment, blocking both attacks, but with a stare.
They gotta be
Guts in
aberrations,
particular
bro. That's not
snaps
real.
out.
That's not
You!
real.
How? Yeah!
Guts for sure
With
not
full
real,
strength,
bro.
Vegito then launches his arms out, pushing both Guts and Madara back with full force. The two members of the five strongest instantly shooting back, unable to push forward. Guts! Madara! What's the meaning of this? As once separated, Vegito reacts in pure shock and confusion, not being able to explain at all how both the first and second members of the 5 strongest, yet defeated already, were now back and seemingly at full health and strength. All the while, both Guts and Madara remain ominously silent.
Yeah, they not real. They not real.
And as the two silent legendary warriors then jump back to retreat into position, behind them, suddenly a figure appears. And of course, it is what seems like their master himself, God of Destruction Iwan, using the two warriors now as a shield as he stands behind them with his hands up for some reason, commenting,
he's kind of like Kankuro.
Work together now.
I thought he was gonna be like Noob for a second.
You seem confused. Maybe you should take a closer look. And shockingly, as we peer closer, from the end of Iwan's fingertips, barely visible thin transparent strands of energy are seen.
How did he get guts,
all attached to the limbs and body parts of Guts and Madara. As Iwan then explains, notice yet, God Killer? You see, these two, you so generously left their bodies intact for me. Not knowing my signature ability is the forbidden power of reanimation. These two monsters are now back to full power and completely under my control. Shells of themselves, but my greatest weapons now. My greatest puppets! What? But as soon as Vegito learns the truth behind Guts and Madara's return to the living world, a sudden rage overcomes him as his teeth begin to grit and veins bulge all over his face, and he grumbles back, You did what to them? You damn weakling! You have no right to use the bodies of those in leagues far above you. For the sake of their honor, you will die a horrid death, Destroyer!
You will die a horrid death.
But as Vegito threatens the god in the first appearance of Iwan's mouth ever seen in the history of Dragon Ball...
Hold on, man. Let me fact check this nigga. Hold on. I don't remember that happening, bro. He left his body intact. I thought he sucked them up, too. Oh, he did. He snapped his neck. Okay, bro.
The Destroyer immediately burst out into laughter, saying back, What's wrong, Vegito? I seem to have struck a nerve with you, haven't I? Were you really that close to these two?
Why is his mouth opening up like that?
Because it was you who killed them, which I think is a far more worse thing to do. Either way, God Killer, you should know better than anyone. All is fair in love and war.
There's nothing lovable about this, though.
But on hearing this, finally the angered state of Vegito that he had earlier dissipates, and in its place, instead of smirk,
I guess it's war over his love, over Vegito's love.
No, to be honest, you are right. They did fall by my hand. I think I'm just more annoyed that you stole my move, Destroyer.
I guess.
And suddenly, the God Killer reopens his eyes, revealing they are now completely blackened, and meaning only one thing. As a certain technique is then unlocked, and Vegito yells, How about we bring out my own Guts and Madara, fool?
These niggas having a real Pokemon battle.
As instant, besides Vegito, appears of course the energy apparitions of both Guts
more like
and Madara.
I was gonna say a Mega Man battle, but no.
A cocky smirk from behind
Bakugan battle?
Say, recognize these two, Iwan? These are made up of their true energies, not those lame counterfeits.
Or a chaotic battle.
Now tell me.
Tell
me now what? And immediately, a reaction of pure terror and bewilderment flushes over Iwan, having never ever seen this technique from the God Killer before, as he mumbles while stepping back in fear. No, this can't be. I found their bodies. They belong to me. I reanimated them completely. There cannot be another with my ability.
I mean, it's not even really your ability.
As Iwan then moves his fingers to
like y'all ability's kind of different. Like you puppeteer them, and like you have no protection. If we being honest, while he just let them kind of do whatever they want to do. So it's not the same.
Begins convincing himself. No, these must be illusions. You will not fool me,
I mean, they
God Killer.
Are.
Guts, Madara, destroy this fraud. And immediately, on the orders of their puppet master, both the real.
I mean, if you can't use the Inazagi eyes, are you really using Madara right or correctly?
But as they do,
like
Vegito just begins
can you tap into his powers?
As he thinks, perfect. Now this will be just the test I need. Go! Show this fool what your power was really like! As Vegito then suddenly points his two fingers straight towards Iwan's puppets and commands his own apparitions in the exact same way. Just like that, within seconds, both sets of the legendary 5 will be within inches of each other until...
Nigga, what the
and collisions, both sets of Guts and Madara...
Bro, nah, this is hilarious.
Equal at every turn.
It's some type of weird-ass Pokemon battle, bro.
And with their brief skirmish coming to no victor, each of the duo of legendary warriors lands back with their owners, with a slam, with Iwan reacting... What are you doing? As Vegito reacts... Not bad. Your reanimation actually somehow gave them their original strength. But once Iwan realizes that his puppets really are no stronger than the ones the God Killer has inexplicably created, a shade of dark blue slides on his face. As in total fear, he yells,
Like,
"No."
this nigga drew a Ween Karibo, and his facial expressions are still hidden. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, props to that boy RJ, man.
Oh, how is this happening? Those things, they are the real deal. They're the same as my puppets.
They're not the same.
Leaving the smug Vegito to now fold his arms, still surrounded by dancing black lightning, and comments, "Oh, the little Yeti looks a little blue. I did tell you, didn't I? You should know by now. I'm a man of my word. But don't worry, I'm also a man who craves a challenge.
I'm not
so I
gonna
have no
lie, they
intention of
honestly
making
better
it
if
so
you ask me.
easy." Before immediately snapping his fingers with a beaming smile, saying, "How about this? Better?" And just like that, both energy apparitions of Guts and Madara would then disappear without a trace, with them for some reason no longer needed by the God Killer. Before finally, we get our explanation, with Vegito then suddenly powering up to his Ultra form, combining both Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego as he does so, yelling out, "Come on then! Send those walking dead men! Let us see just how much stronger I am now!" And as Vegito just stands there waiting for a response, he would yell further, "Hurry up! Bring it on!" But this overconfidence and willingness to engage just brings a cocktail of anger and fear to Iwan, as he grumbles, Your cockiness will be your demise, God Killer. Do not forget that each of these left you near death only days ago."
Nigga, but he's stronger now. What don't y'all understand about that? Why don't they get that? Why? Did you not come? Did you come before the transformation? You know what I'm saying? They lost. They're dead. It don't make sense if you puppeteer. You can't even use they power. Guts don't even got his sword. Guts don't got his sword. You can't use the Izanagi eyes. You don't even have them at full power, bro. Like you talking like you got like you then curve peek at the nigga and put the eyes back in. Like he don't even like, bro. You not even about to use their powers to their full extent. Like you just chatting right now, gang. Like this is a game of Yu-Gi-Oh to you right now, Wayne Karibo. Like I need you to do better, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like this, he's supposed to be. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of racist because I think he's supposed to. I think the nigga's supposed to be black because he got the little, you know, little top hat. He got the little black power top hat, man. You know what I'm saying? On his, what's that man name? Dr. Umar. You know what I'm saying? He on his Dr. Umar ish. But you just not dumb. Like y'all, I'm not gonna lie. The more we get deeper into this story, the more the gods just seem stupid and dumb. Like y'all just dumb. Y'all really dumb. Like y'all don't make no sense. Y'all don't think about nothing y'all saying. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all don't think about nothing y'all saying. That's crazy. And I'm not even gonna chalk it up to, oh, it's RJ bad writing. I really feel like RJ is writing them to be dumb on purpose. Like I actually feel like he's just trying to show you how dumb they are and how stupid they are. That's just me. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. But I really think he's writing them to be dumb. Cause it's like, bro, nigga. Are you serious? Do you hear yourself? Like, do you hear what you just said, bro? Like, it's no way. Like, Madara was on this. Madara for sure was. It ain't no way. I don't even care if RJ said himself. Madara for sure was dumb. That nigga's dumb. Like, I don't care what nobody say. He was working with, like, fewer brain cells than him and Guts. All right? Guts was on some justice type ish. He was just too justicey. That's it. That was his issue. But this nigga and Madara, specifically Madara, they just, I don't know, man. There's something going on with them two niggas.
"Together, you will be annihilated. Do you understand?" To which Vegito would respond, "I understand perfectly. So hurry up and give me my just desserts." Just like that, Guts and Madara would then shoot
like
off
this
for
OST
Vegito,
that he
who
got.
immediately gets into a fighting stance, readying himself without an ounce of hesitation.
Like I'm playing a fight, some type of game.
But as the master and student attack with elbow and fist simultaneously, and smiling Vegito is quick to just duck under, leading to what seems like an angered Madara to launch yet another attack. To think, I had problems reading your movements before, Madara. As instantly, as
Bro,
if avoiding
somebody's
attacks from just his
controlling
younger
him
son,
now, so it's way
Vegito
easier.
would just hop over Madara's attack like it was nothing.
I'm curious to know though.
But of course,
Y'all think he able to suck Iwan's power through the puppets though? Cause like that's how I'm thinking like things could go down. He could just suck it through the puppets, you know what I'm saying? Whoa. That's kind of crazy how that rhymes. Suck it through the puppet. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was just thinking that though. Like I wonder cause they infilled with his aura to be able to move. So you feel me?
Of course, undeterred, the puppet Guts would soon then launch his own attack. Really, Guts? You think I wouldn't notice that big clunking body of yours? Get real. Eventually leading to
Not
Guts
even
appearing
that,
right
bro.
behind
You know he
Vegito,
ain't
but of
got his
course,
sword.
the God Killer wouldn't care less.
That nigga got
Dodging
like
the swipe
half
of Guts'
strength
arm
now.
with the
He
simplest
ain't
of head
got
movements without even facing him before. Don't get too close, God! Before, like a donkey being approached closely from behind, quickly swings his leg back and kicks Guts far off. But even with that pushback, the battle continues between the two, despite how one-sided it is as the puppet Madara watches on. But with of course nothing to say, the puppet would then launch in at what seems the perfect moment to step in. Oh, there you are, Madara. Reaching Vegito mid-fight from behind, but as he swings, Vegito quickly vanishes out of the way, leading to Madara striking his student instead, as Vegito yells from behind, "Hey! I don't think you're allowed to be beating your student, Madara! Tut tut!"
Oh, you punched him.
Maybe I'll have to be the one to dish out some disciplinary action here. As Vegito then begins powering in his
Honestly,
palm,
he could
a
have been
concentrated
destroyed
sphere of
them now
energy.
that I think about it.
Die!
Why didn't he Hakai?
The God Killer launches a
Like, he
barrage of
should've
ki
just
blasts
straight
at
up
the two members of the
Hakai.
strongest, who just watch stunned, unable to move until Iwan
I wouldn't even have did this fight.
And Iwan does exactly
Oh,
that in the
shit,
end,
he can
as instantly
use it.
Madara closes his hands together and summons his giant samurai titan at the very
Okay,
last moment.
okay.
As each of the beams, they crash on, exploding right on the
I stand corrected. They can use their power stills. I spoke too soon. Goddamn, my man, brother. My man. I ain't think they was gonna do all that right now.
protected Madara. While meanwhile, Guts surprisingly finds a way to escape, watching on from above as the smoke of the explosion dissipates.
But shoot, about damn time, 'cause I would have been
But it's
using
not long
that
for the
shit.
God Killer to notice, and he makes his appearance.
It
once
still
again
stands with
behind
Guts
the
though.
once
He don't got
legendary
his sword. That nigga mid.
But unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be to just say hi, as in Vegito's right arm, an energy blade suddenly then appears. What? Wait! I won't be able to move him in time! Alarming Iwan, as he realizes no matter how dexterous he is, he will never be able to outspeed the God Killer at that distance.
Right.
Sorry, Guts, but this is going to be a little bit of deja vu. As Vegito then thrusts his hand behind, ready to cut through Guts once more. Rest in pieces, my
Yes,
friend!
sir.
And just like that,
But he could probably stick
mercilessly,
them back
without any
together,
caution,
though, 'cause of the
Vegito
aura,
cuts
right?
straight through the body of Guts. But for some reason, whether it is because the warrior is just a puppet or not, Guts barely reacts. But soon, a reason why appears as inexplicably, straight out of the
Okay,
playbook
well,
of
his body
Vegito,
just came
slowly the
back.
gaping distance between his torso and legs would begin to be bridged until
that's kinda
finally,
fire.
Guts would appear whole again as if Vegito had done nothing.
Man.
What? Can I just see what I thought I saw?
You gotta cut
Confused
down
Vegito,
Iwan,
I've never
gang.
seen Guts do anything like this in their first battle. But the shock doesn't last long, as Vegito then says with a smile, "I guess this is the power of reanimation, huh? Looks like I'm no longer the only immortal here." And in response, the silent warriors would just grunt back. As Guts and Madara then surround Vegito, there is a cold silence as neither side makes the first move until both Madara and Guts then simultaneously begin moving at super speed. Nice try, but I'm on a whole new level to you
Whose
two
leg is
now.
that?
And as soon as the three collide, the same story is
grabbed
seen.
his leg.
With the trio then battling all over the sky with absolutely nothing being landed on Vegito before the eyes of
That's
Iwan.
kind of crazy how he doing all this finger
What
work.
am I looking at? But when we zoom in on Iwan's expression, his eyes are wide open in shock, as even he realizes he's keeping up with both of them.
I'm
No,
trying to figure out
is
how
he
you
beating
want is
them?
keeping up, bro. What type of Sharingan you
Almost
got,
in a
gang?
perfect answer to Iwan's thoughts, Vegito would then effortlessly strike both Madara and Guts with a full force kick. Sending both to a brutal crash landing on the ground and near enough the same exact time. And with each of the former members of the five strongest completely dispatched of, and with ease, Vegito cockily can't help but reflect.
Iwan, you can at least try to use
Absolutely
the full
insane.
Sasori
The improvements
mode.
I've made
I mean,
are
full,
night and day. This is a bigger jump than even when I
Susanoo
rematched that
mode.
freak Zarbon on Namek. Oh, how I still remember the look on his face. But the laughter is soon cut short, as from close by, Vegito begins to sense movement again. As shockingly,
no.
like true zombies rising from the dead, Madara and Guts come back to life and full consciousness, despite the earlier beatdown. Leaving Iwan now to seemingly have the last laugh as he yells, "So sorry, God Killer, but as long as I exist, these two will forever continue to fight too. Just give up because..." But mid-sentence, Iwan is left paralyzed into complete silence as before him, a horrifying and unexpected sight then appears. Hello, Destroyer! As suddenly, right before the face of Iwan appears Ultra Vegito, smirking with one hand on his hip nonchalantly and the other face palm first towards the god.
See,
as he looks down and says,
now we on
"Well,
timing again.
if it's as long as you exist,
we on
Iwan,
timing
then I
again.
should just make sure you don't anymore."
I say you grab him by his spurs.
Immediately
Honestly,
shouting the one word we all
I personally, I take it back. I wouldn't have Hakai'd him. I would have turned that nigga into a mink, no cap. I would have turned that nigga to you know how Gogeta got that little mini coat, nigga. I'd have been Vegito, but in a mini coat, like Gogeta, nigga, a mini mink coat, nigga, no cap. Straight from Iwan, nigga. I would have pulled up to Zeno, whooping that nigga ass. And a Iwan mink, nigga, you ain't never seen nothing like that. Or made me some like fur Ugg boots or some shit. Cause you know these sayings be loving the Ugg boots, nigga. That's all they wear is Ugg boots to a fight, bro. I swear to God, only race to wear Ugg boots to a fight. That shit crazy.
Expected for race one finally.
That's cap though. That's cause niggas do that shit. Niggas do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas do that shit. So I ain't gonna lie. That's what I be trying to tell you. Like the sayings, they black, man. I'm trying to tell you, they either black or they Asian. Really, they both. They Blasian. Like this is just the truth, bro. Y'all just don't want to believe me.
That is until... Wait! There will be a race too!
Okay, so...
Iwan, with a look of pure terror and a trembling voice, would yell out a confusing statement. Causing Vegito to stop his destructing technique midway and question, those two will be a race too? What the hell are you talking about, you damn Yeti? And Iwan, now serious, as he finally gets a chance to fight for his life, then begins. Yes, if you destroy me, those two will vanish too.
What if I cut off your hands?
They are only here because of my energy. You see these energy strings? They run through their whole body. And if you erase me, while my energy makes up their very being, once I disappear, they too will face the same fate.
Okay, why do we care?
What do you, God Killer? You're obviously saving them for some reason. Perhaps because only the destroyers and angels were part of the erasure of Earth. But whatever your reasoning,
you know what?
Stick with it.
He was...
And me only. You've proven your point and given me a brutal defeat.
I don't know if I can spare you because I don't trust you, but he does have a point when he says that, because Vegito was basically thinking about what Trunks said. He was taking that into account earlier, or it seemed like he was taking it into account earlier. So maybe things will change. Let's see.
I will disappear from this universe and never talk to a mortal again, let alone destroy one.
That's cap.
And even help you find Mule, if you wish.
Oh, so Mule is hiding like a bitch.
And with that said, suddenly a look of deep thought strikes Vegito, and he even then drops his palm as if actually agreed. And without saying a word more, Vegito would then mysteriously turn his back to a nervous Iwan and begin walking towards Guts and Madara.
I would have killed all
And
three
soon enough,
personally.
Vegito would approach Guts first, the first of the 5 strongest, and perhaps one of the only gods Vegito had grown a level of respect for. And once Vegito and Guts lock eyes, Vegito can only say quietly, "What has he done to you, Guts? Do you even know who you're looking at anymore?"
Y'all not even friends.
But of course, only monotonous groans or silence is what the lifeless puppet Guts gives back in return. Before Vegito would then continue, "Guts, it's true. You had nothing to do with what happened to my loved ones. It wouldn't be fair to even say you allowed it to happen. You've existed for millennia, and to this day, I know not where you or Madara are from."
Okay.
Madara had mentioned a land beyond, and if it's different from this realm, then I cannot make the wrong decision here.
Alright.
But suddenly, a truly interesting phenomenon begins to develop, as from the right side of Vegito's skull, a small bump begins to develop, before then growing out quickly to a small horn, and finally, a full-length demon horn, just as we witnessed against Madara, and notably as he does so, a lone tear falls from Vegito's eye. A horn? And Iwan from behind would instantly realize what this meant. A guy! As now, a demonically charged Vegito, out of nowhere, would then yell the chant he was supposed to finish earlier, tears still flowing, but said with conviction nonetheless. And just like that, the silent puppet Guts would erase instantly. You monster! You demon! Causing an instant shock and horror reaction to Iwan before... His fight or flight is activated, and he immediately just begins running for his life.
Bro.
Only serving though to anger Vegito more though, as he grumbles, "You made me do that, Yeti! Think you can run? You think you can run from me?" As Vegito immediately then swats his right hand into the air before...
Yo, Vegito, nigga, what?
In a truly shocking, unexpected move, Vegito would then crash his palm into
This
the face of the
nigga's
planet,
not real.
pushing all his destruction power into the very core of his
Like,
globe.
nigga say
Causing
planetary
every wind and
guy,
power
bro.
to shockwave everywhere as he does so.
Wait, what about Madara, nigga? Like, what about, I think he really felt some type of way towards Madara, bro, because, like, what the fuck? Like, he at least spoke to Guts, you know? I feel like Guts was a good guy, though. Madara was an asshole. But Guts was actually a good guy, man. He was, like, on his Jiren shit, just, like, misguided, I guess.
No!
That's crazy.
In a flash of
Damn,
unfathomable
nigga just
light
said,
and
"Fuck
speed,
Madara."
Iwan, Madara, and the entire planet are then erased on the
Them
spot
two niggas
and
probably
never be
deserved
seen
it.
again. And in the silent aftermath, Vegito is left all alone in the expanse of space, his right hand still trailing with destruction energy. When we zoom in, a single trace of a tear remains in his eyes. As
I
he
just want to
looks
know,
down and
where
finally
is
says, "You were a fool
Lucifero
to
in
think
his
that dirty
head?
trick would work on me this
Like,
time."
why didn't we see Lucifero talking to Goku, Vegeta, and Goku Black? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they even still in there talking to each other? Like, is they still in there training? Why? I just want to know why we ain't see Lucifero in there. You know what I'm saying? Or no, cause I don't. Yeah, nah. We ain't see Lucifero in there.
Those two deserve to just die and atone in the afterlife. But if you think I won't do anything to get my revenge on you destroyers, then you have another thing coming.
I mean, you
But as
didn't
Vegito says
send
this,
what's the name to the
behind,
afterlife.
almost without a hint of sound, a pair of feet descend. Well, that was an entertaining show, Godkiller. And suddenly, a mysterious new figure is revealed, with black hair, a symbol on his cheek, and draped in what could only be
fuck are
described
you?
as divine clothing. As the mystery warrior would then finally let out, I'm guessing you know the deal by now.
I don't.
I am the third of the 5 strongest. You may call me your motion.
Nigga, who
Well,
are
that was
you?
it for today's video, guys.
Who the fuck are you? Who are you? Nigga, nigga, who the fuck are you?